What is up, everyone? Got a later workout than normal. Been just grinding like crazy lately. So, um, made a lot of big moves lately. Going to get the coaching business up and running. Got my LLC set up. Got my EIN set up. Got a web page domain locked down. Um, getting all that stuff set up on the back. Got my bank account. All the pieces are starting to be put in place. I had a lot of technology issues as far as getting all the web page and everything automated as I'm trying to get done. So shit, it's been stressful. In the middle of all that, my damn water softener decided to have a serious leak, water everywhere. So I had to drop everything I was doing, go get that fixed up. And here we are. So I took a couple days of PTO to work on my own personal business, which is much needed after working 80 hours a week forever. It's the first real day that I've had off since November 20th. I've been putting in 12-hour to 15-hour overnight shifts, sometimes longer than that, but just going crazy. So going to really focus on getting some sleep over the next couple days. That's going to be much needed. Keep grinding, getting this business set up, and get some good workouts in between. So for those of you just joining, don't know anything about me, my name is Jacob Long. Go by Hollywood JWL. Started out at 308.6 pounds in May of last year. Over the next 8 to 9 months, I lost 110 pounds. Been really just grinding hard. Key is diet, staying consistent with the workouts, and trying to maintain a positive energy when you're not feeling it. So it's all those hours I'm working, 70 to 80 hour weeks, on top of finding, and that's overnights too. I always forget to mention I'm working overnight shifts. So I got two teenagers at home, both super active. They're in wrestling state tournaments this weekend for high schooler, and the middle school tournaments coming up hot. So they're doing pretty well so far. But man, making time for family, balancing that with the crazy workload that I got, and now starting my own business. This is getting to be crazy. And trying to get all these workout sessions in between. But because of all the love you guys been showing, it keeps me motivated to keep showing up, filming this footage, and hopefully having some good dialogue in between the workouts. Um, I call these my gym therapy sessions. Reason being is obviously work out a lot of stress when you're lifting heavy shit. But in between that, I kind of get into the deep and darkness of all the bullshit that I've had to deal with, which is parents with addiction issues, suicides, family members getting cheated on repeatedly. I've had serious medical issues that I've overcome, crazy depression, lots of stress, and finally, hopefully, on the other side of it, and going to use my personal life experience and the bullshit that I've had to deal with to maybe connect with someone else that's out there who's going through a hard time, motivate you to start making some changes, reflect on that personally, and kind of go on to the next step of life where we're conquering all these battles, we're fighting all these fucking demons. The whole world's trying to get us down, but we're not fucking quitting. So, no excuses from me. It's been a rough and tough journey to get to where I'm at, and I'm finally starting to feel a little bit of confidence and good about myself. And the changes I made in my body and my physique are a metaphor for the mental health struggles that I've had to go with dealing with all these other crazy things. So thank you for joining in. Also, right here, crush your fitness goals. DM me Legacy to get started. What that is I've got my Legacy starter kit. This is going to be my grind starter kit. Kind of all the tips and tricks, just a really high level to kind of get on the path to get healthy again, both mentally, spiritually, physically, and hopefully financially for all of us. But please send those DMs in as I receive those. We're going to start to send that kit out there in the very near future as I continue to grow this business. We're going to have one-on-one coachings. We're going to have 12-week programs. We're going to have all sorts of PDFs I'm sending out. So just stay tuned because I'm going to make this fucking successful. I can't keep working these 80-hour weeks, these fucking overnight shifts. I have no time for my family. Trying to fit the gym in where it can as opposed to making this a priority. I need to shift gears on this, man. Been getting lots of positive feedback with my weight loss journey. And with that, it's been just tremendous. Let me go ahead and I'm going to pull up my old photo here. I don't know if any of you guys have had time to look back, but this is what I used to look like right here. This was May of last year, right? This is crazy that I was that big, right? And now you're looking at me I haven't even got a pump on yet. We're still looking pretty good. So I'm gonna turn that thing off. It's driving me crazy. But please just know, if you guys start to get after it right now, you start to make those changes right now. We're talking about the end of April. I can make you a completely different person, and I have full intent to do so. So I'm gonna do my best to be in here daily, doing my workouts. Most of the time, it's gonna be really early in the morning. Like I say, I work overnights. I get off at 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, depending on my shifts, and I generally come right to the gym after that. Get a good hard workout in. Got to bring my son to school around 8:30. So depending on when I get off, I'm gonna be in the gym grinding, throwing up these workouts out there, show you guys what I do to grind. Hopefully have some good dialogue in between talking about the bullshit of life and whatever is going on in the world, and kind of going back and forth with you. So please comment. I don't care if you're talking shit or if you're showing love. Just the interactions is what make this fun. So otherwise, you're just going to hear me rambling and saying a lot of the same shit over and over again. I don't want to get preachy. It's a lot better when we got back and forth. So I'll do the best I can. I'm definitely going to be like winded and gassed and putting everything I have into the workouts. But it's always fun seeing me look like a stumbling, mumbling idiot trying to respond to you guys. So if nothing else, you'll get some entertainment out of it. Me trying my best I can to roll with the punches and whatnot. But I don't care if you're showing love or showing me stress and hate. The interactions are what's everything to me. But thank you all for joining so far. Let's go ahead and get this first pump session. Going to be hitting chest and tries today. With me, I'm 40-year-old guy. I turned 40 in April. I turned 39 last year. I decided to really start getting after it. I mean, I was huge and decided I needed to really start focusing on cutting weight. And first month and a half, made some decent progress, but realized pretty quickly I could really turn this up to another level. So got a food scale, started measuring my macros. I downloaded the Lose It app, tracked everything I put in my mouth is going into this app. Try to stay above 200 grams of protein, but below 1,800 calories. And through that, with just mostly lifting, definitely do a little cardio on the side, but it's not the priority. I mean, you could lose this weight without doing any cardio at all. For those of you that hate it like I do, but basically, heavy lifting, tracking your whatever you put in your mouth. Dick popcorn. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, all right. Anyhow, just stay lifting, stay tight on your calories, keep your protein high is how you're going to retain the muscle while still losing fat. I definitely take all sorts of different supplements. I'll get into details on those, including a significant peptide stack that I'm on right now. Working all those hours, staying up as late as I am, pushing these grind workouts through. It's been instrumental in giving me the energy that I need to stay positive, stay on track, and whenever that doubt or those demons are whispering in your ear saying, "Oh, you deserve a rest day, that cheat meal, you've been clean so long, you deserve to have a little snack." You got to shut that shit off fast. It's the path of the dark side, very slippery slope. Got to stay really disciplined, determined, dedicated to really make progress in this life. So let's turn it up a gear, guys. Let's get everyone healthy. Let's start spreading some positive vibes out there, and hopefully we can get some good dialogue going and go forward from there. Warm up set. Just got one plate on either side here. I like to do inclines to start off with my presses, kind of as a full chest workout, not just the top part. Um, and I do the Smith machine. Again, I'm about 40, so I've broken this collarbone twice, this one once. I've had broken ribs. I've had my bicep torn off in jujitsu a couple years back. So needless to say, when I'm bench pressing, my arms are all goofy, and I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'2". I got really lanky gorilla arms here. Uh, so I'm not one of those guys that's got to press, and just move it a few inches, and this is your bench press. I got like a whole, country mile that I got to push that bar. So it's a disadvantage for me. It's much easier to not get hurt, have it something that's stable. You're going to see most of the workouts that I do and I encourage others to do are going to be with the idea of prevention of getting hurt. Like safety is key. Um, if you're someone who's just starting out, you're brand new, just never into this, or maybe you used to be an athlete, you're middle aged now, not in the best health, or got some lingering injuries, my workout program is going to work for you 100%. Like we're going to use lots of different cable machines, lots of different devices. I use some free weights here and there, don't get me wrong. I definitely dabble in that too, but this isn't your typical, meathead stuff where you're just gonna be throwing weights around and dropping them. Let's see here. Also 6'2", get what you're saying with the arm. Yeah, man. You see the little guys in there and they're cut and ripped, but they only got to push it a few inches. This shit ain't fair, man. I got to do a pull up. I feel like, I did a damn ladder to get up there. It's not fair at all. Um, so let's see here. We're going to get this first set in. I'll get gassed a little bit. That way I don't talk as fast. I'll get a little bit more comfortable on camera. But please, any questions you got, any comments, again, whether you're talking shit, we're going back and forth and shooting it that way. That's awesome. I love doing that. Keeps it spicy. Otherwise, if you're showing love, I love that even more. Coming from a guy that was well over 300 pounds, depressed, like I say, I've dealt with darkness, uh, parents with addiction issues. My mom ended up killing herself, and it was years ago now, but something that just never leaves you. Every relationship I've been in since then, aside from the one I'm in now, my wife, she still somehow tolerates me some days. Anyhow, I was cheated on by every last one of them. This is a long relationships, multiple years, and uh, I've had a best friend of mine also passed away, killed himself, I believe. It's kind of indeterminate on that. The parents didn't really spread what happened, but he was full health, fitness guy. Kind of was what got me into lifting at the time, and passed away at a very young age. From there, decent careers. I ended up losing my job during COVID. A bunch of mid-level management got laid off. That was simultaneous with serious medical issues I had going on with internal bleeding. Ended up having to get 9 different blood infusions of high iron enriched platelets that were taking 4.5 to 5 hours every Friday. I was going in. I had a thinning of my intestinal walls that apparently were bleeding internally. Had to get a big surgery where they cut out a big chunk of that. Took 7, 8, 9, 10 months to really recover from that fully. Got back into training, got back into jujitsu. 2 months into that, black belt, wanted to be a badass and tore my arm off. So I got my bicep torn off. I was out for another 6, 8 months. That with having a hard time finding work, a lot of darkness, a lot of depression, and really just blew up as far as weight went. Spent a lot of time smoking pot and playing video games and just kind of ignoring the things that I needed to do to get better. And finally, had a rock bottom moment of myself where I found myself crying in a church parking lot after driving around at night. And it just happened to be a Sunday morning where I was still parked there and the sun was rising. So I'll get into more detail on that stuff too. We're just going to get this rolling and see where the conversation takes us, everyone. But thank you for tuning in so far. I'm sorry for rambling to get this thing started so much, but I'll do the best I can to keep it entertaining. Hopefully, we'll have a good set. Again, just one plate on either side. We start out light. I'm just going to pump this out for 15, 20 reps and get a good start going to our pump sesh. Hopefully, my mic is working well. I didn't check that. Blue light's on, so we should be set. I really didn't measure this bench out yet either, so I'll probably have to move this around. I feel like it's back a little far and it might be set up a little bit higher than I want to be. Apologize for not being able to just pound this out. It didn't really prep well. I was working on my social stuff, all my socials to try to get those uniform here. Having to start a business account, there's a lot more hoops you have to jump through, even with social media. When you try to convert your personal pages to business pages, a lot of those sites don't like that, and they force you to like set up a completely separate page, which is like I don't have a great following, but I like to maintain the one I got and build from it as opposed to starting fresh over. So kind of a there's got to be a better way to do it than I'm aware of, but I'm tiptoeing through it, and we'll get there. All right, man, my back is really tight still. I tried to roll it out on a foam roller before I got started here, but man, I need a lot more attention on my back than that foam roller is ever going to get. I'm not even keeping count here. I'm just going to go until I got a good little pump going. Let's get a little starter set. All right, I'm gonna throw a plate on either side, and we'll keep moving from there. Oh, you're all good, man. No one's really watching anyway. You're good to come here. It's not my gym. It's everyone's gym. Oh, you're beautiful, man. No worries. I appreciate you. Um, so we'll throw an extra plate on either side here, get prepped for our next set, and kind of see how we go from there. So, spent the last couple days here. I got my LLC set up for my coaching business to get this thing rolling. Basically to talk to you guys, try to recap this a little bit on each of my early lives here. So again, I was 308.6 pounds. Went and cut a bunch of weight. And, I started to get some compliments and stuff here and there. People make a comment or whatever. But even though I did it in 8.5, 9 months, which seems incredibly fast for that amount of weight, to me, it was still really incremental. Every once in a while, you notice clothes are fitting a little different, but it's daily, so you don't really notice. And you see a little definition or a vein, a little more vascularity here and there. But it's like so incremental that, you get excited about a little definition that isn't probably prevalent to anybody else. And it's the people that you haven't seen in months where you just come across them again. But they're like, "Oh my God, dude, what are you doing?" That always feels good. But outside of that, there's few interactions, especially when you work as much as I do. I'm like not out and about. So people I do see, I see every day. And there's not too many people I don't, that I run into outside of that. I'm sleeping during the day when everyone else is up, and then I'm at work at night, and I hit a super early workout before I bring my kid to school and do it all over again. So as I don't have a lot of those interactions, the grocery store, the sports games, things of that nature, just due to the crazy schedule that I'm on. But ultimately, when I did start to lose some weight and start feeling a little bit better about myself, I'd start to post some progress photos. And so there's a certain spot in the gym here where after every workout, I'd stand there and hold my phone up, take like a front photo, stand to the side, take a side photo, and then I would back up to the mirror and I take like an overhead photo. So I get a kind of a cross back. It showed my front's like a selfie, but I'd have my back would be visible in the mirror from the angle that I had it. And I always take those same 3 photos. And I had a pop-up, Facebook has these pop-ups as this was you last year. And so when I realized that photo that popped up, I had like the exact same outfit on that I had posted just like a day prior. And it's like, holy shit, like, is that the exact same? Like, pulled them up and put the photo side by side on the screen there. Then it was really evident, like, oh my God, like, I have made some super serious changes here. So I posted those photos together online. And as you guys can imagine, it got some pretty significant feedback at that point where you can see how drastic the changes were. I had the same shirt, same pants, standing at the same spot of the gym with the same photos, and that started to get a lot of feedback. And, guys, we don't give each other compliments at all. When the boys are together, you're talking with guys, like the way we show affection to each other is just talk shit, we're busting each other's balls and giving each other a hard time. And so not a lot of compliments are involved in most of our communities. And not to mention being 300 fucking pounds and, depressed. I was not really giving many people any reason to give me any compliments anyway, to be fair. So I was ornery. I still probably am. But you know, it's hard to make other people smile when you're feeling terrible and have all this other, darkness that's always weighing down your shoulders. And in any case, when I started to get that positive feedback online, it really it meant something. Like I was like, I like this feeling. I want more of that. So needless to say, I started to record my workouts here over the past bit. Um, Figured out how to start editing these clips and throw them together a little bit more, and started to put in, Facebook reels and YouTube shorts, whatever you want to call them. Start to put that stuff out there and developed a little bit of a traction. People start to show me some love. It's like, dude, I really like this. Like maybe there's something here. And I'm not thinking I'm going to go big or viral or nothing like that, but just the positive feedback in itself is awesome. And working all these hours and kind of spending as much time as I could doing my workouts, putting this stuff out there, all of a sudden people I hadn't talked to in, years, decades are reaching out and saying, "Hey man, you look great. I'm glad to see you're doing so well. And I really need to start getting after it." So I started giving little tips and tricks and kind of guiding people a little bit through my process and my journey. And sorry, I was just trying to read something there quick, but as we go through that, and it's like, man, maybe I have a little bit of opportunity here where I can help some people. And usually between sets, I just have my headphones in and my music just blaring, and I'm kind of processing all the terrible shit that I've been through, or whether it's the stressful parts of just any given day, the boss being a pain in the ass, or coworkers you can't stand, or family life issues, or seems like if you're a homeowner, you got a vehicle. As soon as you think that you're putting some money away, always something breaking or breaking down. Fucking A, man. You watch the news at all, and it's like the whole world's falling apart. People are protesting. We're about to get into another fucking war. Economy's falling to shit. It's like there's enough stuff to be stressed out about that in your personal life. You turn that thing on and trying to just veg out and relax for a little bit. Next thing you know, you're worse off than you were before you turn on the tube. In any case, that positive reinforcement meant something because I was having stress coming in from every angle, and not receiving it elsewhere. So just start to post these reels, start to get a little traction. Um, Decided, hey, maybe I have an opportunity here. So I start to give a little bit of advice to some people that are closer to me, or maybe were close at one time, but drifted away, have been reintroduced themselves after seeing some of the stuff on my socials, and decided, hey, I'm going to try to ride this wave and see where it takes me. So really got serious into posting reels and putting that stuff out there. Opened up social media, on pretty much every page that you can. Before I was just kind of stuck to a little bit of Instagram, Facebook. That's about it. Um, had an old YouTube page from playing video games when I was like fat, and that's when I was doing it back then. No one was watching, but I had a hope and a dream. And so I revamped that whole or YouTube page, deleted everything essentially. So from one little video of my first one of my son walking when he was just like 11 months old, I got to keep that one on there forever. But other than that, deleted it all, gutted it, rebranded it, started putting all my workout stuff on there. Got heavy into Instagram. Obviously, we're here on TikTok now. Um, got into X, and I'm just trying to put all my content out there just to spread this as much as I can. I only posted like 2 or 3 of these videos now, and in the first couple, man, by video 3, I damn near was in tears, kind of venting about some of the past that I went through, and people going back and forth relating with me about just childhood trauma shit, or different things that they've dealt with. And I didn't expect this to be an emotional journey, more so me trying to help other people, but similarly, so right now I'm a supervisor of a security unit within the hospital, and my primary location is at a behavioral health hospital. And what I find is, I don't have therapy lessons or schooling. I'm not coached or trained on how to treat these people or the right words to say to give them coping. But I have a hell of a lot of experience dealing with a lot of terrible shit. And by having that experience, when I approach someone and I start to talk with them, every day people are coming into that door, they're going through the worst day of their life. And when you can communicate with them on their level, they're not getting talked down to, you haven't lived some Brady Bunch, Disney style life. You go in there and let them know, like, hey man, like I can relate, like I don't know exactly what you're going through, but trust me, like we have a lot more in common than you probably think. And they're stressing out and falling apart, and you're able to sit there, relate to them, and make them feel better, man. Helping them heal helps me heal. So it's been a big deal. I'm hoping to kind of carry that energy into this. That these gym therapy sessions will be me venting about my life and the shit that I got going on, whether it's just day to day stuff and the chaos that goes on with that, or definitely drawn back onto some of those more stressful situations that are those weights that get a little bit easier to carry over time, but you never really get to set them down. So um, with that, we'll kind of get into this next set. I think I did enough rambling again. And again, please comment, interact out there, folks. You're going to hear me just rambling, going on these rants forever. It's much better. Give me some feedback. What do you want to see? What do you want to hear me talk about? What are you dealing with? What types of things are preventing you from getting into gym, taking that next step, bettering yourself? Um, I'm happy to kind of navigate these waters and just see where they take us. But the interactions, building the relationships, the community here is the primary goal. If I just want to inspire a few people to get up, try to make some immediate changes, and hopefully find a healthier path to get to deal with all the stressful shit you're dealing with. And there's a lot of big perks that come with getting fit. You know, it makes your confidence goes up, the way you carry yourself, the way people treat you. It makes a hell of a difference, especially when you're carrying that extra weight. You know, so I don't mean physical weight. I mean emotional, mental health stuff. All right, so we're on 2 plates now. Yeah. Try to hit this one out for 12. Oh, well, I got a little backtrack there. I don't know if that was audible. It's all good though. Oh, I'm so tight. All right, let's do this. Let's get it in. All righty, that went all right. I'm always afraid like you can do some ego lifting on here one day and the thing's just gonna crush me. Probably today. But but no, this isn't gonna be the channel for you to see the guy throw the heaviest amount of weight around or me blow up like, you know, some superhero. It's not I'm not taking any crazy stuff that's gonna make me do that. All the workouts I do, all the supplements I take is all about longevity. If I get injured working out and I can't work out anymore, all this progress I made is gonna be dissipated pretty quick. Worse, if I get injured and I can't work, I can't support my family. I mean, kind of fucked then. So everything I do, you're gonna see like the presses, Smith machine, a lot of cable machines. It's all stuff for keep your joints stabilized. If I'm on a cable machine and I'm reaching failure, I can just bring my hands back and walk back, and we're good to go. The weight's gone. If I press something up over my head and it's free weights, if I let that damn thing go or my arm fails, comes down to cracks me or crushes a shoulder or twist something funky because it's not balanced right, all of a sudden, I'm out of commission and I'm fucked. So we're going to make use of all the machines and the safety that they have. And with doing it that way, like, man, you can make drastic changes to your physique by doing it with it's not as, cool, doesn't have the aura or whatever that throwing giant amounts of weight around are going to show, because the plates are just sliding up and down on a little thing sitting next to you. It doesn't look quite as cool as having big dumbbells or barbells or whatever, but tell you what, it's fucking effective. And I'm coming into 40, the best shape of my life, after being 300 pounds less than a year ago. Hell, man, I think that speaks volumes. So if I can do this, there's nothing special about me. It just took some serious self-reflection. And now that I'm to the point where I'm at, what drives me to keep going is I'm not going back there. Like, I'm not going to be that fucking guy who I was before. That guy's dead. I killed that guy. You're never going to see him again. So just this damn determination, this fear of knowing how dark I was at, or how depressed and how deep that was. Um, Never again. That shit ain't happening no more. So gonna go move forward, gonna move upward, and I'm gonna make this fucking business successful. We're gonna get some coaching. I'm gonna get a bunch of products out there. Hopefully get some affiliates, or I can start making some money by pushing some of the products I'm already using. I'm not gonna endorse anything I don't do already. Keep it real, gonna keep it raw. I swear a lot. Clearly I don't have like a professional language or speech pattern. I'm just a normal dude who's fucking been through some shit, and trying to get better and hopefully get some other people to be better as we do go through this process. So I'll probably throw on a little bit more weight. I think we'll put a 25 on each side. I don't know how many I'll get it for, 6 to 8 reps probably. We'll see there. I want to just kind of go to failure, get a good pump in this chest. We'll do one as much as we can with the 25s on either side. Rest after that, bullshit a little bit more. And then we'll do a drop set where I'll press as many times as I can, 4, 6, 8 reps. I'll get up, drop the 25s off, hit it for another 4 reps or 6 reps, whatever I can do. Drop a 45 off each side. And then with 145 on each side, I'll hit as many as I can, and probably another 4 or 5 reps, something like that. But I always kind of pyramid up, start light, warm up, heavier, heaviest, stop for a second with the plateau. Then the last set, I push as many times as I can, drop it down, keep going, drop it down, keep going till failure. Re-rack it, take a moment to breathe. We're going to strip the weights, put those away, wipe down the bench, and get on to the flies. So, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let's get some more weight thrown on here for now and see what we can do. Take a swig out of my Fit Aid here for a minute. I'm gonna need to get some water. I'm too thirsty for us to be this early into the feed. I'm sounding raspy already. So it happens when you get old. If there's any advice out there, don't get old. Here's the other thing, guys. Yeah, we all had all these problems. We have all sorts of problems we're dealing with. We got our bills. Boss is a pain in the ass. Politics are out there, and the news is crazy. Got 1,000 things going on. Cars breaking down, and the house is falling apart. None of this matters when you get sick. When you have a health issue, all this other shit ends instantly. And then you got one problem. Everything else is meaningless. You got that one problem you got to focus on. And you can choose to wait till you get to that spot and drop everything else and then just make this your sole focus of your life, where you're going to be on these medications for the rest of your life, or you can't be as active as you want to be. And now these meds give you side effects, and you got to take other meds to combat that. And, they can just fuck your whole life up taking this shitty medicine that these people are giving you. Or you can take preventative measures right now. You start to eat healthy, get good sleep, get good rest, recover, work out, stay active. You're going to be able to prevent a lot of that shit from happening. So please, if you haven't considered this, we're going to wait till you have that one problem. That's your sole focus of life from that point moving forward. Or are we going to start doing something today to maybe mitigate that? Have longevity, not where we're not only going to live longer, but we're going to be a lot healthier and happier during those years that we got. I said earlier, I got 2 teenage kids. I want to be able to be young enough where I can be around with them and keep up with them, make them proud at roughhouse with them. But when they have kids, hell, I still want to be able to be young enough and healthy enough to wrestle with them. Can't risk having one of these injuries where I blow out my shoulder. Now I got this lingering, forever pain going on no matter what happens. And I'm struggling to carry groceries into the house 20 years from now, still from something that, that happens today. So I implement all these machines. I take a good supplement stack, focus on rest and recovery, and literally listen to my body. Very important. So just please, guys, if you're tuning in, let me help inspire you to take that step today. It don't matter. Come into the gym, put a treadmill on an incline and walk for 30 minutes. That's all you get done. That's so much more than doing nothing. Start out slow. Start with low weights. You don't have to, come in here and be intimidated. Everyone that comes in the gym has got to started somewhere. So you got someone that's super jacked and fit. Like, you don't know what they looked like when they got here. I showed my photo earlier when I started. I'll pull that back up here in a little bit. But man, I was 308.6 pounds. I mean, drastic change from where I'm at now. I was down to 197. I'm happy with where I'm at. My goal was to have abs by 40, and I already got a decent set of abs on me. So, not winning any competitions or nothing, and then I have so much loose skin. It's pretty disgusting. But I wear it with pride right now compared to where I was at being a blimp. Now I feel kind of like a fighter jet, and I think it's just been a drastic change and been pretty huge. So, all right, we'll see how many I can get out of this. This is pretty heavy weight for me, especially these long arms. Uh, I just really wish my back would loosen up. It's so tight. I wish they had better music going on in the gym here as well. That's the only bad part about live streaming. I used to always have my headphones just blaring, and even when I just record my workout footage, if I do it just without live streaming, just put it on my camera, I can have a mic in recording from across over there onto my mic, and then I could have headphones in and be streaming music to me that wouldn't be audible on the phone. So it was better. It was better for me. Now I'm just having to deal with a vacuum in the background and some shitty music behind that. Try to get pumped for a sesh. It's getting heavy. Try one more. A little teeter on that one. I didn't get as low as I like, but sometimes you got to cheat a little bit to get that last little rep or two out. It's okay. Not gonna have the best form when you're pushing heaviest weight that you can, but it all adds up. We'll give it a little moment here. I'll go hit that again, and then the next time, like I say, we'll take the 25s off. I'll hit it for a few more reps. 45s off. Hit that last set as much as I can. Strange to decide to vacuum as soon as I start recording. Apologize for all the noise in the background. I try to put noise cancellation on this thing, but I don't know if there's any cancel on that. This is obnoxious. I have noise cancellation headphones in, and it sounds like that thing's screaming. So I can only imagine how it sounds over the camera. People are probably tuning out immediately listening to that. Let's see what else I got in here to chug on. Yeah, buddy. Lucky Energy. Glad I brought this with me today. These are pretty good. I don't know if anyone had these Lucky Energy drinks. Um, they taste pretty damn good. They're 0 calories is like my favorite part about them. This one's bent out of shape, so I'm gonna have to risk the life of my finger trying to push that thing in there. I don't know if you guys can see how bent that damn thing is. How does it bend out like that too? The outside's perfectly fine. Like it was frozen or something almost, but it wasn't. I don't know how that happened. And cut my lip on that damn thing if I don't pay attention. That'd be good for the feed. Just bloody face, trying to push reps. Heart rate's up and pushing crazy, and you get a facial wound. You get rated R all of a sudden. Gore. Get pulled down. My third or fourth live feed. WWE in here real quick. All right. So again, I'll probably get 4 to 6 reps on this to begin with. We're going to strip plates on either side, keep pushing it out. Just do a drop set here. Wipe off the bench. I'll be good for presses. We're going to go get in some flies and probably sitting right next to wherever the fuck that vacuum is, I imagine, as we try to do this too. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, it shuts that fucking thing down. Man, this feeling heavy. Yeah, flew a little cheater up on that one. I'm gonna keep the heart rate up with strip plates. Keep going. If I was only doing that, not doing a drop set, I probably would have tried for another rep or two. I don't know if I'd have got it or not, but I would have tried because you could always just re-rack it at a lower elevation. But because we're doing a drop set, I'm not even gonna fucking force it. We're gonna get this chest burnt out either way. Same. Could have gone for another rep or two there, but since we're drop setting it, not risking it. Strip a plate on either side, push this one out, and should be done for our inclines here. They'll do. Whew. Good little, good little pump. Feel tight. Yeah, buddy. Can't really see shit with the shirt, I suppose. But little veinish come across here. There's a new one. There's like a scratch on camera. Like that. Little striation starting. Huh. Okay. I'll take it. There's gotta be some spray around here some fucking place. Maybe. I'm gonna walk. Well, I'll just carry this with me. I don't wanna be off camera for half a day looking for a spray bottle. I see one. Kinda hidden over here. And I always just carry this whole tripod with me. It's a lot better if I just do a quick disconnect with the phone, I suppose, but I never really think about that after you just get a hard pump session. Kind of stop thinking at all. All right. Not that you guys need to see me wipe down this bench or whatever, but you will. Anyhow, if you guys are at the gym, please take time to clean up after yourselves. You don't want to go sit down in someone else's yuck. You certainly don't want to leave yours behind. Try to take care of your gym. Think about the person that's after you. It's nothing worse than you sit down like fucking sticky or something. It's like, ugh, gross. All right. Probably just gonna pour this Lucky into my shaker cup here because I don't want to keep carrying it around separately. This guy's the slowest vacuumer ever. He's just sitting there jamming into his headphones. Hopefully, as I walk toward where he was at, he walks over to where I was at, and this thing won't be just completely deafened out by background noise. But we'll see. All right, we're gonna get on some flies here. I'm gonna settle my shit down. I'll probably lower the tripod. It doesn't need to be up this tall for this. All right. So again, apologize to manipulate the camera here as I shorten this up a little bit. One more. There we go. That's quite a bit better. Let's see here. I don't know if we're gonna get it perfect, but we'll get it damn close. That's pretty decent, huh? All right, while we're here, I'm gonna go see if my well, it probably isn't because I turned it off. I'm gonna pull my damn photo up again. Let you guys see what I looked like just a handful of months ago. Here, will you look at that? Quite a difference, I'd say, huh? If I could look like that, I wonder what else I got in here I can pull up. I don't know. I have so many different reels and stuff on here. It's hard to find the old ones. They're back a ways here, but yeah, that might have to be it for now. Apologize, I was just staring off into my. I'm scrolling through photos on the bottom here. There, you can kind of see how great shape I was in there. Quite a drastic damn difference. And here, this is a couple days ago. A lot better now. Um, so right here, before I forget about it again, right up here, I got Crush Your Goals DM Legacy to get started. I'm pushing this. This is free for you guys. This is kind of my tips and tricks to get started. I got my grind starter kit. Um, this is going to be something I'll send anybody out who go ahead and DM me the word legacy. Gonna just try to show some anybody. I don't know why this is floating all over the place now. I'm gonna turn that damn thing off. But in any case, this is going to be kind of a start to my coaching journey. Just I'm gonna send this stuff out free. Just kind of probe it out there, get some feedback on it, see if it helps anybody to begin with. This is going to be sent out to anybody who DMs me legacy on there. But this is like 7 slides only, just the key points that if you follow these, you're going to get in shape. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to be sleeping better. All the above. It's just my key points or my fundamentals to go ahead and start changing your life and getting things turned around. So please feel free to go ahead and DM me the word legacy. We'll get those sent out after the feed here. Like I say, over the last 2 days, got my LLC set up with my EIN number, got my business bank account set up. My coaching journey is going to really start right now. So just sending these out there as probes to try to get some feedback on it, see if it helps anybody at all. From there, I'll be making lots of different videos, tutorials. I want to do a lot of one-on-one coachings where you do like 12 week programs. We'll dial in your diet. We'll give you workout routines. I'll be checking in with you regularly. Just keep you updated on how you're feeling, what's going on in your life, what can I do to help. So here comes the vacuum again. He was just over here. It's the whole purpose I came over here for, is like do this next so he wouldn't crowd me, but now he's carrying it clear across the gym again. And it just leaked. Everything he just vacuumed up just clouded all over the place. Look like smoke bomb over there now. Wonderful. Good thing he did that. Ha! All right. Anyhow, we're going to get this next set in. We're going to do some flies here. Flies, I like to go real heavy on these. There's a camera rocks all over the place. So I take this damn pin, I throw it all the way in the bottom on this one. You can go heavy as shit on these. Let's get that extra 5 pounds on there as well. I usually turn this back to an 8 from a 9. So I'm not pulling my shoulders clear the fuck behind me. And that's how I keep that set up. And right around, I don't know, there-ish looks pretty good. There's pretty good. All right. So like I say, with this, these are a lot easier for me because instead of doing that press where I got to reach out forever, when you first get these started, it's a little, but then once you get moving, I can keep momentum with them and usually press these out pretty good. Thirty, 40, 60, 80, 90, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna use the quick connect function on this now. Hold it. That's a little better. You just grab that thing off there without carrying my whole tripod around. So usually I just have my damn headphones in. I'm just jamming in between these. I always like to pace in between sessions. And when I started doing live streams, it really mitigated from being able to do that shit. So I started thinking about it. I just started carrying my tripod with me. It was like taking up so much space. People looking at me like, fuck. It's like, I don't know. So, all right. Realized my damn tripod has a quick disconnect where I can take like, my phone's still mounted and I can take this off and then just snap it right back in. We'll still be pretty damn centered. So kind of a nice little feature. All right. No comments, like hardly at all yet. Who's out there? What the hell's going on? Give me some feedback here. Who's going through some shit today? Tell me about your bad news. What kind of bullshit are you dealing with? And let's get some stressors out there. I want to hear. So I've been dealing with some shit, man. I'm dealing with a lot of shit. I've had a lot of family members getting sick and passing away. I got a couple guys that worked for me. One of whom was a newborn baby, was in the NICU for 2 months, got out, and now having some serious, struggles. His wife has been in and out of inpatient as well. Just prayers for him and his family. A lot of other people dealing with a lot of different stressors. Another gentleman who works for me, and um, grandfather was like a father figure to him, and not doing well, suffering from some serious health issues. Man, tell you, you care about your people, and just knowing the shit that they have to deal with, they're still showing up to work and putting in the hours they do and the effort they do, man. God bless them. We're super short staffed right now where I'm at. And say I've been working 70, 80 hours a week. And man, the crew that we got, the guys that we have, God bless them, because such a tight group of guys, and camaraderie and brotherhood that we share there is damned amazing. Guys, a lot of times we don't have no one to talk to. We're told to be stoic, don't show any emotion. And being in a leadership position, having these guys report to me, it's been good, because you hear, oh, my boss got open door policy, or they say, oh, I got open door policy. Okay, I'm fucking talking to you. They didn't use that shit against me. Um, you know how it is. You can't trust anybody, and anybody that's got an angle, manipulation, and just a toxic fucking world that's out there. You can't trust these folks. They're always in for themselves, or looking for an angle. But folks that I got, man, we got such good people, and they confide in me sometimes, and I just haven't been through the shit that I've been through, I have perfect nose. That's a nice thing anyone's ever told me. I always thought it was like grotesque. Look at that damn thing. It's ginormous, but appreciate you. But anyhow, just to having people that trust me, my judgment, and knowing that, I'll have their best interests at hand. Um, it means the world to me. And I try to work every day not to let those folks down. I just don't know what I can do to help them deal with what they got going on, but just try to relate and provide some of that support myself. And I don't know, your mind just wanders in between these sets. I always draw like this, my emotional stuff. If I don't have anything immediate going on, and I like fall back to historical and past heavy burdens that I've been dealing with, and I don't know if you'll ever truly fully recover from. Always second guessing decision making and hoping you handle shit the best that you can, but wonder if there was a better way, or knowing there was a better way and that you failed, and trying to take accountability and grow from that. But other times there's like more immediate things going on, and I'm blessed right now. I've had way worse times in my life than I do at this very moment. Um, so God bless. Thank you for the blessings that I have, and putting me on the path you have to be here, to be able to be in the gym right now, and kind of spilling it out to a bunch of people on the internet that I don't know. But it's I'm really hopeful that I can get this business up and running, be able to start to relate, get to talking with some of you people directly. I know there's a lot of people going through some hard times, and everyone thinks that they're doing it by themselves, that no one can relate to what I'm going through, or you have no idea what this is like. It's like, when it comes to being a coach, I can certainly teach you how to lose weight. That's the easy part, but um, it's the stuff that, like, what caused you to get to where you're at right now. Like, if I see someone they're 100 pounds overweight, like, I have to assume either you got some crazy medical shit going on, or more than likely you've been through some serious stressful shit. And like me, that's one of your only sources of serotonin, is like you get some pleasure in, you know, eating stuff that you probably shouldn't be eating. And that's what it was for me. I was avoiding my problems of smoking pot, playing video games, just being fucking stagnant, and just eating all sorts of junk. I was getting my endorphins from winning video game matches and the junk that I was shoving in my face. So, like, I totally get it if that's what's going on. All hell, this thing's trying to stop me. If they do this crazy thing after you go live for long enough that you got to like put this puzzle piece in the middle of the thing so it doesn't die on you. So there's 3. I have to do 4 of these things. Come on. There we go. All right, we're back in action. I don't know if you guys can see that on your side. I'm assuming not. It's really peculiar. I think they want to make sure that people are like actually streaming and they just don't have a camera rolling. I don't know for sure, but in the middle of it, like a puzzle pops up. You got to like grab the piece and just slide it into the open spot. You think one would be sufficient, but they do like 3 or 4 or 5 of them in a row. I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but all right. At least the vacuum's on the other side of the room now. It's some semi better. Probably seems like he's going to vacuum for the full duration of our workout, though. Awesome. This would be great to cut this into clips. I'm definitely going to have to do voiceovers because I'm going to have to kill the audio in this thing for any reproduction purposes, but whatever. That was a tough one. I don't think I could have got another one out of there if I wanted to. Oh man, that sounds better already. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to function without the vacuum running anymore. I was just getting used to it. Oh man. Who out there has already been to the gym today or who's going tonight? Anybody? Or are you guys just thinking about maybe going? You know, I was gonna start for New Year's and had this resolution, but I just got so busy. I'll go next week. I'll put next. I'm busy this week. I'm tired. Don't feel the best either. I got my headache, my stomach. I'll just go next week. No, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm just booked today. Can't do it today. We'll make sure we go tomorrow. Will you? Tomorrow? Next week? You're going to go for New Year's. Yeah. Stop making fucking excuses, people. Get after it. Go right now. Go pack your bag. Get your fucking shoes on. Make sure you got your headphones. And go get a workout in. Enough of the excuses, enough of the bullshit. Gotta go. No one's going to come save you. No one's going to come turn your life around. It all starts with one decision at a time. Today's that decision. Make a decision to step. Get moving. No more excuses. Let's go. I say, my ass can be here right now. Sleep deprived, calorie deficit, working 70 to 80 hours a week. Like, I'm fucking here. I make time. Let's get this shit done. Sometimes I hear at 3 in the morning. Sometimes I hear at 5 in the morning. Wherever the schedule provides, just make no excuses. Get the shit in. Every damn day. My workout, I try to do chest and tris. So I'm doing today. I do back and bis together. So chest and tris are all pushes. I do my back and my bis. That's all pulls, right? Then I do a shoulder day. Kind of get my shoulders to blow up. I do a leg day. So call it calves and thighs to kind of fit the theme. Back, bis, chest, tris, shoulders, calves, thighs. And then I restart. I do legs once a week. I try to hit all my mid and upper body twice a week. If I just get to a spot where I'm just too sore and I'm just not worth trying to put in that extra effort, then I'll do a core and cardio day where I'll just focus on sit-ups, planks, leg raises, things of that nature. And I'll go get on a elliptical for 35, 40 minutes, something like that. But I always try to get a workout in every damn day. What's this say here? Just got some perfect. Hell yeah. Congrats on the badge. You know what? I try to just stay active every day. Before I was motivated, you know, my motivation was like, I had a goal, wanted to just cut weight, and then it was abs by 40. Like I needed to fucking really focus in on that. And certainly there's days where you don't feel, in fact, most days I probably don't feel like it anymore, to be honest with you. I want to fucking come here and lift all this heavy shit. Finally taking a day out, finally taking a full day off after working every day since November 20th. I think I want to be here and still doing my same routine shit. Hell no, man. I'd like to be like eating a big fucking pile of food and day drinking, to be honest with you, but won't do either of those things. After this, I'll have a protein shake. I haven't had alcohol in God knows how long, since Halloween or something like that. And, you know, stay after it, stay on the path. My plan, so yesterday I had the water softener go out. Well, it didn't go out, but sprang a leak because I just water all over my basement. So that sucked. Got that fixed up or repaired. Then just nameless, technical issues. What I'm trying to do is get some automation set up. So I'm going to get my website built so I could have all my contact lists, all my training programs, all that stuff centrally located instead of pieced together across different social medias. I'll have one solid link where everyone can go to it and know how to get a hold of me and all the different things that I'm going to be offering, supplement wise, workout routine, sleep schedule. Um, you know, I have different links for products that I'm going to be affiliated with, whether it's blackout curtains and grounding mats and hydrogen waters and all the, you know, biohacking type stuff, or maybe hopefully links to some peptide companies. That's probably another thing I should get into is my peptide stack is always a huge focal point. We'll just segue into that since it's at the top of mind. So for peptides, I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with what peptides are, but basically are short chain amino acid strings that are basically proteins. Proteins just have a little bit more complex, but there's just amino acids. And when you take them, the specific ones and the specific chains, they trigger your body to react in a certain way. There's stuff that's already natural in your body naturally produces them. But when you crank them up, it sends a stronger signal for your brain to start doing different things or having your body react in certain ways. So, for instance, this is my primary one to cut weight is retatrutide. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's GLP-3. So it's a triple agonist, works on 3 different factors. So it's going to definitely slow down your metabolism, or not your metabolism, keep your metabolism fast. Slows down your digestive tract, which is not the same thing. So as you eat food, it stays in your body longer, keeping you full, satiated for a much longer period of time. So you're not wanting to eat more. Your hunger is gone. It helps out tremendously with that. It's got glucagon in it. So basically what this is, helps you process glucose way the fuck better. So instead of eating like a bunch of carbs where it's just going to fucking make you fat, it makes you more insulin sensitive to utilize those carbs a whole lot better. So when you're having workouts like this, if I have carbs afterwards, it's going to push those carbs into my muscle to restore my glycogen levels and utilize that stuff as opposed to storing it as fat. Then on top of that, it just makes you burn more calories. So you're going to be burning more, eating less, and better use of the food that you do eat. So it's tremendous. It's definitely great to help lose weight. Works on, triple factors with that. The other things for weight loss that I take for peptide wise is at night. Well, it's not technically at night. I take them in the morning because I go to bed in the morning. But before you go to bed, I take tesamorelin and ipamorelin with CJC 1295. Now, those 2 compounds they tell your pituitary gland to produce more human growth hormone, HGH. So you're not banging human growth hormone in exogenously where your body shuts down production of it and you have all sorts of crazy side effects. Just the opposite. You're like feeding it what it needs in order to signal your body to naturally produce this stuff. And your body then stays chemically balanced throughout the entire process and you just start to perform better. So with the increase of the human growth hormone, that targets naturally visceral fat. So you saw how big my belly was before and my love handles and this whole jelly situation I had going on. That helps kind of really narrow this thing down. It focuses on it. And on top of that, human growth hormone helps you preserve muscle while you're in the calorie deficit. So when you lose weight, you're naturally going to be burning, losing muscle weight as well as fat. With retatrutide and the tesamorelin and the ipamorelin, they really help you retain, if not even possibly build muscle while you're in a calorie deficit, which is wild. It's crazy. I stack those also with a peptide called MOTS-C. It's MOTS-C. What MOTS-C does, it works with your mitochondria. Your mitochondria produce ATP, which is like adrenaline triphosphate, I think is what it stands for. Ultimately, what that is like energy. Literally, your body's energy is ATP, and it's at the cellular level. So each cell is producing more energy, is working more efficiently. Ultimately, your whole body is going to be working better in everything that it does. So if your workouts are going to be better, your sleep's going to be better. Your mind's going to be more clear. You're going to be able to think more clearly. just a lot of benefits to that all the way through. If you want to also support your mitochondria, there's a few other things you can do. You can take methylene blue. I take like 10 drips of that in my shake or my water or my energy drink or whatever. I drip it in every day. Also red light therapy. I said I got like a tree that has like, it's a light tree that has the branches on it are all red lights. So I did is I shoved that in the back side of my bathroom and have each one of those branches tucked in underneath my shower head. So as I'm showering, I turn the lights off, just have the red light going. And I'm just in red light the whole time as I'm in there, take my time in the shower, nice hot shower with red light beating on you. Helps stimulate the mitochondria. I have an infrared sauna mattress or blanket, not a mattress that I have. So basically like a sleeping bag that gets really fucking hot. Without a better way to put it. Gets up to 185 degrees. I don't have room or money, I guess, to have my own personal full-fledged sauna. But you can get this thing. It's by Lunix. I think Lunix, if I'm not mistaken. They probably got all sorts of different ones out there, but that's the one I use. It gets 185 degrees. You can set the timer for up to an hour. So a lot of times after my workouts, I'll go home, get that thing cranked on, I'll pound some protein, strip down, lay into that, and I'll just pull the blanket up like to my armpits, and I'll keep my phone out, and I'll start to like edit some of the video footage and stuff just so I can start using it for clips and reels, repurpose it while I lay in there for 45 minutes to an hour. Good sweat, get all the toxins out, and keep your metabolism stimulated before I get into that shower. And I'm in the shower with the red light therapy on top of that, just kind of all compounds. Usually I go to sleep after that because it's the daytime hours and I work overnight. So I'll have some food in my belly and be wore out from the workouts as well as the sauna. Work on recovery by getting some rest and wake up, go put another 12, 13, 15-hour shift to do it all over again, do it every damn day. So I should be definitely sleeping right now, but because I took tonight off, I'm just pushing through. A lot of times I try to get some sleep. I usually work out right after work, unless it gets late enough where I just got to rush home to get my kid to school. Otherwise, I'll work out, get him to school, come back, do all that stuff I just told you, then sleep afterwards, which is generally only 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but I got to get up and do it again. So really been running on empty lately, but something's got to give, and I don't want to give up, all my family time, and don't want to give up all my sleep. Certainly can't give up the workouts. And now that I'm starting to run this coaching business, I definitely need to get footage to put this stuff out there to hopefully get some traction and get some people interested in what I'm doing as well. So there's a lot of responsibilities, a lot of different hats that I'm wearing, but no excuses. That's how it is. Make it fucking work. Make it fucking work. Make it fucking work. I don't got a plan B, guys. All I know is I'm not working 80 hours a week overnights for the rest of my fucking life. So this has got to work. I got to be able to get enough traction, get enough clientele where we can start making some side money at least so I can pull back on the hours. And if that's all it turns out to is just some side change where I can, pull back on the hours and do this a little bit more, excellent. But ideally, hopefully this will take off to some certain extent where I can replace my income with definitely doing a lot more coaching, putting out a bunch of different items for you guys that's going to benefit people to cut weight, deal with some mental health stress, kind of work overall personality, physique, self-reflection, and taking accountability for what we can, and releasing the stuff that's out of our control. A lot of things happen to us. Bad things happen to good people all the time, and you can't define yourself by your failures. Got to get up, keep moving. So, all right, let's get this last set into these flies, and we'll get into like some decline presses with the cable machine over there. Good set, good set. All right, let's go get it's right here. Get a spray bottle and towel and wipe this thing down. A lot less interaction with the folks today. I had a couple times where guys were talking all sorts of shit and lighting me up, and that was fun, going back and forth and chirping with them. Other times I had other people like talking about their hardships and my hardships, you know, going back and forth, and damn near had me in tears, kind of opening up. A little bit different vibe today. Just kind of going through the motions, getting stuff done. That's what a lot of time the gym is, you know. A lot of times you're not feeling like, you're just not feeling it, you know. Like, rather be getting that much needed sleep or relaxation, just don't quite have the energy or the spark. But these are the days where it's most important to show up. You don't want to fucking be here. You go and you get your shoes on and uh, get your pre-workout, and you're sitting there, gym bag next to you, and hell, half hour, 45 minutes later, you're still sitting there, just dreading having to get through shit, go through these workouts. That's how it is a lot of time. You still fucking get up and go. No damn excuses. All right, I gotta go get my tripod after I set the rest of this shit down and get set up on these cables. Oh, man. Give me a training program specifically for football players in the gym. I guess a lot of that's going to be on your physique, your position, what you do, your age. I mean, there's a lot more factors going to it than just football. I think what you're probably looking for is something that's going to make you, you know, quicker off the line and a lot more of that fast twitch. Um, what's nice about football is similar to lifting. So you get to take breaks, you know, like between each play, you get a few seconds at least, if not longer, to recover. So that's huge. You got to take that into consideration. A lot different than an endurance sport where you're looking at just keeping your heart rate up. So I think lifting is huge for that. With football specifically, a lot of lower body strength is huge. I don't know if you're a lineman or, you know, running back or linebacker or whatever. You know, it's going to be probably specific, a lot more specific to something like that as well. But um, strength is going to be everything, and your legs are going to be everything. You're going to need high endurance. If the other guy's getting tired and you're not, similar to like a lot of fighting sports, you're going to win. It's only a matter of time. You're going to get through enough plays where the other guy's going to want to, you know, take his foot off the gas for a minute, and that's your opportunity. So, got to look for those. Again, it's really, you know, going to be specific probably to your position, things of that nature. Whether we need to focus on speed, we need to focus on strength, we need to focus on endurance. Oh, for not for American football, man, that's the only kind of football. No, okay, so you're talking soccer. Well, then we're talking completely different game there, my man. You're going to be all endurance, right? You're going to be all damned endurance then. Uh, that's kind of highlights what I was saying before. Instead of taking a few breaks in between plays, man, you got to go. No, you're all good. It's my bad. I just assumed, dude. Just no apologies needed. My fault. I think a lot less people call, you know, American football than people that, you know, that we call soccer football. Easy mistake to make. No apology needed. That'd be all endurance for me, I think, my man. Like, if you can just keep sprints, especially playing like midfield, you're going to be doing some defense and some offense. You need to be able to fucking go. What I played soccer for a lot of years, and I was never the endurance guy. I played defense for most of it, just because of that. Because I didn't have the. All right, so you're a midfielder, so you know, like you don't get to take a break. Like you fucking better be back when they're on your side of the field and making sure that shit gets fucking cleaned up. And then when the strikers are out there doing what they do, you need to be in support positions and open, you know. And you don't get a break then. So you're probably, it's not the most luxurious, you know, you're not the most celebrated people on that damn field. But I think by far you're the most fucking important. Maybe you and the goalie, depending on how good your team is to keep the ball out of the, you know, scoring zone on your side. But man, those midfielders, you got to be in incredible shape to do that stuff. You don't get to take a break. Someone else is, you know, like I say, taking their foot off the gas and trying to relax a little bit. You don't get that opportunity. You got to go. You got to be on both sides of the field at a split notice. Someone goes to clear it. You got to be there to try to mitigate that. You got to do it now. So I think my whole focus on that would be completely different than the workout that I do here. Certainly would do full body workouts. You want to stay strong all the way around. You don't want to have like weak points. You can stay strong and whatnot, but I would do, like, even if you're lifting, I do lighter weights and more reps, and I would take shorter breaks. Like I'm sitting here talking in between these sets. I would take much shorter breaks in between my sets. Here, I spend easy hour and a half, 2 hours in the gym because just the pace that I go and doing stuff like this. You could probably get just as much done in 45 minutes. But it'd be about keeping your heart rate up the entire time instead of really pushing to gain strength. If you have too much muscle, you're going to fatigue way faster because your body's going to require you to power those muscles and the energy to go to them. It'd be much better for you to stay lean, don't get bulky, and be able to fly forever. You need something that you're going to be, you know, lightweight, fast, aggressive, and never ever foot off the gas. Just someone that people can't keep up with, and while they're getting tired, you're still happy and running to go. So I'd really focus on high intensity interval training, where you're sprinting, and then you're still like walking or jogging in order to cool down for 30 seconds, and sprinting again, and do the same thing where you're kind of jogging, but you're recovering while you're still moving. You're not like doing what I'm doing right now with your hands on your hips and taking a break. I'd keep that heart rate up as much as you possibly could all the time. And I would work that into my lifts as well. I do high intensity lifts where you don't have to do heavy weight for short reps like you're trying to build muscle. I do less weight with more reps. I take a shorter break in between, and I would kind of repeat that absolutely to maximum capacity. Reach failure still. That's where your body's going to see the growth. Make sure you're doing it so you're pushing yourself to where you're completely uncomfortable, gassed, and wanting to take a break, but push past that as much as you can. Especially that's the same aspect though. You can't play your game if you get injured doing this. So you're throwing big heavy weights around and you go to failure, and all of a sudden you crush yourself or your arm twists funky and you pull something. Stay on these machines, man. You do all the same workouts I'm doing today, and you can do them safe, where they're going to absolutely support what your goals are, off or on the field, and you don't have to worry about the risk of possible injury. So this is like you saw I used the fly machine. I could have laid on a bench right there and had dumbbells in my hand and tried to press these things up over the top of me. Then my arms give out and I fucking crush myself, or I got to let go of it and kind of toss it off to the side so I don't crush myself and it bounces and hits the guy next to me. I don't like that. I can use that fly machine, get a good pectoral workout, completely controlled, zero risk. And the same idea with these right here. Um, we're going to do some like decline style press here, but I don't got to do it on a bench with a big barbell over the top of my head. I can do it right in here, get a good nice set in, and I'll still try to push to failure. But as I do it, if my arms start to fail, when I'm pushing through, I can just take a step back and all of a sudden we're good to go. Or I could raise my arms up or let them go. And the weight's just going to drop straight down and not bounce anywhere. And I'm not going to risk twisting something or getting off centered and, getting all funky. So I'm just a big proponent of these things. It's not as glamorous as a lot of people push those big fucking heavy weights and grunting. And I grunt, don't get me wrong, but you get those guys on trembling and whatnot and super, monkeys in the gym that are just going off. It's like, God bless them. That's fun to watch. My content's probably not as exciting as some of that stuff, but I'll tell you what, if you want routines that are going to protect you, give you longevity, going to help increase your just overall life, where you're feeling better, you're looking better, you're feeling lighter, you rest good, and you're going to have some muscle soreness for sure from working out, but you're not going to have any of those crazy tweaks that you would likely have doing that other shit. Is the way to go. Love that shirt. Hell yeah, man. To the moon, baby. It's only a matter of time. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm a XRP Army for sure. I'm one of these guys that thinks that is definitely probably going to replace the financial system in the long run. Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, all the stuff that those guys have going on right now. If this isn't the future of money, then I don't know what the hell is, because all signs are pointing in the right direction. I'm waiting for that God candle. There's got to be one of these days, man. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I don't know if it'll be between now and 2030, now and 2035, but it seems like it's got to be sooner than later with all the stuff that's going on in the news. I listened to, what's his name? Jake Claver and all his stuff about the reverse carry trade and Japan starting to default on their stuff and Strait of Hormuz possibly getting closed. And here we are, with Iran stuff going on. It's like, oh man, I don't have very many pennies, but the pennies I do have are in XRP. So I'll be a very happy man if I'm right and everyone else that is right about this stuff, because um, I think crypto overall is going to be the future of money, but I truly believe that XRP is going to have a very significant role in the future of our financial system. This is not financial advice. I'm an idiot. I'm broke. Don't trust me. But I think that it's happening. Discussing football training and workout routines. Share your tips. Oh, I'm sorry. That's AI summary. Yeah, I did that already. Where's the gym located? Is it in New York? I wish, man. I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I am a Midwest guy, middle-aged man from Middle America. So I'm in the middle of really nowhere. I'm in flyover country myself. Sorry as I should probably back this up or tilt it down. Just digging in my bag here for a second. What the hell was I even looking for? Oh, my battery. My phone's at like 10%, but I got a battery and a charger I got for it. So it just flashed on there that it was about ready to die. I was like, oh, that's wonderful. Either I'm going to have to start working out really fast, or I should probably plug this thing in before it fucking dies on us. So I came prepared. It was just going to take me a minute to get this set up for a moment here. Who else is out there? Is anybody else into crypto or have any insights on that stuff? I'd love to. It's like seems with XRP. Like there's like either you're like me and you're like, oh man, this is looking pretty good. Like I have no idea how it's still so cheap. Doesn't make any sense. You see Ripple making all these announcements, making all these giant purchases, and it seems like it's inevitable what's happening. But then all of a sudden, every time, I swear, every time I put money into it, every single fucking time, like I buy the dip, and then it fucking dips further every goddamn time. It makes zero fucking sense. You have a workout quick if you have work at night. Yeah, well, so that's what I say is I usually work out after work. Like I say, I generally will get off at like 5, 6, 7 a.m. Just depends on which facility I'm working at. Really, 1% of people believe. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just jumping all over the place, but so I work out at 5, 6 in the morning. So our hospitals, the different facilities that we have, all run on different hours. My primary location is at the behavioral health facility. It's a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift. We work 12s every location. A couple of the hours that we have are 5 to 5. We have one site that's 7 to 7 at the Heart Hospital. And so I pick up shifts everywhere. I'm a supervisor, so if we're shorthanded, and we are, for one, I can use the overtime money, so I definitely soak that in. But also just support the team. I'm not trying to force overtime on anyone else, so I'll just jump in everywhere I can to kind of prevent those guys from having to do it. I don't even talk about it to anyone. I was so happy to see your shirt. Yeah, dude, I know, because it's like people feel so strongly about it that like either they're going to call you. And I send a rose? Please do. Yeah, thank you for those who send me gifts too. I should do a lot better job of acknowledging this stuff. I will get better, I promise. I keep my phone far enough away that my old eyes don't see it very well. Unless you like see me doing this, it's probably thank you very much. You probably see me like leaning in here, and that's me trying to read. I need goggles or something so I can see better. But anyhow, the XRP, people feel so strongly about it that either, oh man, look at them come in now, showering me with flowers. Keep that stuff coming. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. You guys rock. Thank you. Michael, you're the man. That's beautiful. Make me feel special. Anyhow, the XRP people feel so strongly. Like either like, dude, this is going to happen. You try to tell at first, like you get excited about it. You're learning about it. You're like trying to tell people like, get in now. Like, it might be too late. You get that FOMO, get that fear of missing out. Then all of a sudden you get a couple people that believe in you, and it just crashes. And they're like, like stay, hang in there, man. I swear it's gonna go better. It's gonna we'll get there. And then they buy a little bit more, and it crashes further. That's how it is with me. I keep trying to buy the dip, and it just keeps fucking falling. So I don't know. I'm still gonna keep buying. I think that it's gonna be great. But then the other side, all the Bitcoin guys are like, dude, like that shit's been worth nothing forever. Like you're buying in on it. And I've seen some things where like Ripple's getting rich while the XRP holders are just getting fucking broke. They're just using us. It's like, fuck, you kind of got a point there. Like they're making these $billion purchases, but if they do run their whole system off XRP, inevitably at some point, it's got to be worth a pretty penny in order for them to be functioning properly, Kind of person sharing a lot of information about training. Appreciate that. Yeah, very, very, very welcome. Like I say, my whole thing is I just want to make people better, guys. I've been trying to. I always process like a lot of my stuff sitting on this bench. I mean, I don't know how much time I've spent right here on this bench. This cable machine here. This is near where I take those photos. Where I said I was in the mirror taking the selfie after every workout. This is that spot. I don't know how many hours I've spent in this gym, but how many dark thoughts and processing of bullshit that I've gone through. But you go through the stress or you're kind of thinking about this shit or whatever's going on in your day, and then you go get a heavy set in, like feel a little bit better about it, a little bit more clarity, a little more less emotion. Find like if I don't get my workouts in, dude, I'm a real prick to deal with. I mean, I'm abrasive and aggressive anyway. To be fair, so this really helps take the edge off. I want to just work out all my demons in here, leave this shit in the gym. Then I could be like, I'm really sweetheart guy too. I'm bold is what I am. I feel strongly. I'm passionate, and I'm very direct. And so if I feel really good about you and love you and want to take care of you, dude, I will do that to the nth degree. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I'll bend over backwards to support you, take care of you. You're my people. You're my people. We're going to fucking die together. Just the opposite of that, though. Like, if I think you're a snake or lying to me or misleading me or trying to manipulate me or my family, like, I fucking hate you. And I'm not the person that you probably want that energy with. So I'm just very, very passionate. And one way or the other, it's one of my best qualities and it's one of my worst qualities. I'm open. I wear my heart on my sleeve. When I'm wrong, I take full responsibility, accountability. I learn from it, try to get better, and I make mistakes, guys. We all do. We're human. Um, but I'll own up to it and I'll do it publicly. No problem with that. But that's you can't grow if you don't make mistakes. That's your only opportunity to grow. None of us are flawless. There's only one man who is flawless, and God bless him and all the gifts he gives us, and praise him. But without him, fuck, man, I wouldn't be here. That's for damn sure. I would have fallen apart a long time ago. So there's a reason why I wear the crosses. I don't try to get too religious on these things. People all got different backgrounds, belief systems, and I'm not here to preach to you or tell you what you should believe or whatever. But I tell you what, when you go through hard times and you got nowhere else to turn or no one else to turn to, having that is fucking sometimes all you have. And no matter what your faith is or, what you got going on, having something to give you hope to carry you on to that next level is all you got sometimes. And man, is it fucking meaningful. So, all right, we're going to increase your weight here a little bit. Found out another set of these declines. So this is really important on these. It's really easy to want to get bent over and just kind of get back into that fly motion. What I try to do is I try to step forward, my chest out and back, and I try to bring my elbows up and kind of squeeze these down low. What you get here, it's easy to want to do this and just kind of get into that standard press again. That is going to work your chest still, don't get me wrong, but it's going to work kind of your upper mid chest. Because I'm always already doing that stuff on inclines and already doing it on the normal fly machine, because I'm trying to get like that more of that shelf, that under titty. So I want to really just kind of pay attention to posture here. I do one side, the other side, get these in tight. I do like a lunging step forward as they're in tight. And I try to swing my ass forward and my chest back and just try to really focus on this posture. And then just push these out. Breathe in and out. And just work those elbows back. Once you get here, always go forward hard and squeeze at the end of the rep. And then nice and slow back, controlled, and back forward. Doom, doom. I like that. Nothing sweeter than the sound of those plates crashing back together after a set. It's probably my favorite sound in the world. Doom, doom. It's the sound of victory. Oh, what else we got here? All right, Kimberly Hills, #1 badge. congratulations to you, and thank you so much for staying tuned in as long as you have. Surprised I haven't bored you yet, but thank you. That's flattering to me too. Love seeing that stuff out there. It's like, hey, someone else gives a damn. And then it says she just joined again. She's like, oh shit, I'm out. I'm in. uh, Thank you. Appreciate you. So another thing I just started to get into here with my goofy ass nose. So I don't know if you guys see on Shark Tank they had some of these like sticks or breathe sticks. Forget the ones that they had on there. I was using them. Boom boom sticks is what they were called. So I used those for a little bit, and I liked them. Just menthol stick basically to help open up your sinus. But I went on Grok and was like, Grok, like, what's the strongest damn menthol sticks that are out there? And they told me to get these Moxie extra strength menthol ones. And I don't know if they're any stronger, to be honest with you. I was just looking for the most potent one that they had, and they're pretty fucking similar, to be fair. But regardless, I still like them. So I sound pretty nasally as it is. So this will help clear up the airways a little bit and make me not sound as terrible. But it's so dry in this gym, and it's winter time around here, guys. Like I say, I'm in South Dakota. It gets brutally fucking cold around here. Our summers, it gets to 110 degrees, and our winters, it gets to negative 40. So it just sucks. We get these extreme weather temperatures around here, and sometimes it'll fluctuate 30 or 40 degrees in any given day. Like, we just get extreme weather. It's dumb. And anyhow, in the winter months, because the heaters are running constantly. Oh, my nose is running now. Because the heaters are always running constantly, everything just gets so damn dry, you know. So my throat's getting all dry and itchy, and my nose gets like stuffy, and man, my eyes are watering now. Whew, maybe this one is stronger. Man, first couple, look, I'm tearing up. I'm gonna see if I can get a tear out of this thing. Man, that's burning me. I love it. That's what those things are supposed to do. Can I get it? Oh, look at see. Woo! Oh, that's a good one. I used that the first couple times. This is like the third time I've ever used that particular stick. And the first couple times, it just felt like the same strength as the other ones, but I just inhaled the hell out of that one. I still feel the burn on the right side a little bit there. Well, this is a full endorsement for the Moxie sticks. Moxie, let me be an affiliate for you, because I'm going to keep using this shit. God damn, you can make my eyes water, then. That's good business. Real-time reaction to new product or supplement here, guys. I don't know if you're into that shit, but I want it to feel so good it hurts, and that's right there. That's pretty gnarly. Anyhow, it gets so dry around these parts because the heaters are always pumping all the damn time, that especially if I'm sitting here ranting in between these sets, throat gets dry, my fucking sinus gets clogged, and so that'll help clear me out. All right. We're gonna hit one more set of these, then we'll get into some tricep stuff. We'll do some skull crushers. That's probably the only thing I do with free weights for this. We'll do some overhead cables. We'll do some dips, and we'll be wrapped up and done. So my chest part of the workout, I always kind of take my time a lot more. Once we get into the tricep part of it, I speed things up a little bit. It goes a lot quicker. Man, I can still feel the menthol. This is great. Those things are way better than I thought they were. First couple times I used it, man, I was like, it's probably the same as Boom Boom. Not that one. Oh, it's good now. Ooh, this is getting heavy. What does it say there? Run any cycles? No, like I say, just the peptides I was talking about. I can go over that again here in a second, but I'm not going to do it while I'm pushing this fucking weight. Dum, dum. What a beautiful noise. All right, we'll get this set up over here. I'll start talking about peptides a little bit again. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. This is not medical advice. if it works for me, it's because I'm fucking crazy, and you should definitely seek better guidance on any sort of supplements or shit you're gonna fucking ingest or definitely take subcutaneously. Thank you, man. Oh yeah, I started to wear a slouchy a bit ago, and it just kind of became my thing. I always just had a black one. I decided I started to dabble after I lost all this weight. I got a little bit more brave. I started wearing just my gray workout pants or my black workout pants, sweats. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get some more bright colors because you start feeling better about yourself, kind of wearing different shit. It's like I have an idea. I'm gonna try to get my slouchies to match my pants. That'll be cool. So it's probably pretty douchebag-ish, but whatever. I fucking like it. I didn't realize until today when I showed up, it looked like Papa Smurf. So whatever. It is what it is. Um, I'll do it with pride. Anyhow, I'm gonna follow. Hey, thank you, yeah. Please do. Yeah, everyone follow. Make sure everyone follows. Please do. Again, my whole goal is try to get this to catch a little bit of traction. I'm working 80 hours a week, doing those overnights. I don't anticipate to, seek any sort of fame or whatever. I'm going to do a lot of online coaching stuff, get some people in shape, get that weight loss going, and everyone that follows is going to help being able to spread that message to the best of my ability. If I can get any sort of supplemental income to help me pull back on the hours where I can have some more time with my family, that'd be amazing. I don't care if it's a few $100 a month. Shit, everything helps. Relieve the financial stress that's out there. So God bless if this thing could become more than that, but I don't have any unrealistic beliefs. In any case, I'm going to be in the gym anyway. I'm going to be dieting anyway, trying to take care of myself. So instead of sitting here with headphones on and going through the dark thoughts of my own, sometimes it's better to work this stuff out and maybe get someone that can relate to what I'm going through, or I can relate to what they're going through. And as a result of that, someone is having a bad day, maybe their day will get a little bit better. So trying to inspire folks, hopefully I'm gonna shorten this tripod up for a moment, but hopefully have someone that's going through a hard time make their day a little bit better, or give them the motivation to maybe take a step and get in here and get a good workout in when before they've just been feeling it and doubting themselves and not wanting to. It's hard to want to better yourself when you're just going through shit. You have all those unhealthy thoughts, and it just makes it really difficult, miserable. But I don't know the best angle to get here. I'm gonna do some skull crushers here. I'm gonna have to get up for a second and go get the weight. That's probably good to get a little tricep angle on it. Something like this. Okay, it's gonna have to be good. Forgive me. I'm gonna walk off camera for like 15 seconds, not even. I'll keep just mumbling so you guys can hear me. But I need to grab the weights here. They're just a ways away. And if I carry that camera with me, then it'll be difficult to carry the weight. It's like 110 pounds. Ugh, there we go. All right, I'm on my way back. Almost there. Should have picked a bench that was closer to the rack, but I always sit in the same spot, so it's just kind of routine for me to be here now. All right, I'll just position this a little bit in for now. Continue to rant until I get this done. So peptides. Oh, you shared the live. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Spread that word. It really does help, guys. The algorithm out there, it completely is just looking for engagement. So the chats that you guys are talking, the likes, you're giving flowers, the gifts, all that type of stuff. The diamonds, especially, anytime it gets shared, all that stuff, it like goes, into their mathematical algorithm. If you don't have any of that stuff on there or very little of it, they don't push you at all. They just think that you're a dead channel and there's no point in even giving it any effort. But the more interactions that you have, and really spreads it. So if you're enjoying any of this at all or getting something out of it, please do consider like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because it's going to help me out in the long run by far. I don't know, like I say, if this is ever going to turn into anything, but it's not going to without you. Say I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to be here eating clean and working out regardless, but if I can get a couple people to start hitting some buttons on there, it takes no effort, no money of yours, and certainly can help me out. So please, if you're willing to, Well, and while we're on the topic, I'm competing right now for Mr. Health and Fitness of 2026. So I should have links in my bio. A lot of on most of my reels that I post, it's in there as well. You got 30 seconds. You're willing. Every 24 hours, you get a vote for that free. I was top 20, won that. Top 15, won that. Top 10, won that. We went to the top 5, and I placed in 4th out of the top 5. So I'm still going. Now it's like now it goes to the top 1. From this point forward, it's like goes to quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, whatever it is. And the top guy from each group, only the one person gets to move forward. So yeah, I need votes, man, and I do a terrible job of soliciting them. I forget about the competition. I got enough other stuff going on that's at the forefront of my mind. But sharing a workout routine, okay, yeah, there's so much more stuff at the front of my mind that seems to slide through. But man, when I first signed up for it, it's like I don't know, I'll throw my name in the hat. I don't care, I'm not out nothing. But then I started to do well. It's like I got first place in the top 20, and I got first in the top 15, and first in the top 10. Like holy shit. And that just coincided with about the same time I started doing lives and posting reels and all this stuff too. So it's like, hey, there's something to this. And then I dropped to the 4th place out of the top 5. I'm like, this isn't looking good. So now it's only the top guy is going to get a move on here over this next week or so. I think it ends in 6 days, this next run. So please, if you haven't already, consider going and voting for that. I should do a better job of posting it in here or pinning in the comment. I'm not going to take the time to do it now. I'll have to navigate to get that web page and pin it in there. I should do that at the beginning of the stream if I'm going to do it. I'm not going to bore you guys like, fumble around and try to figure all that out. But if you'd like to, I know I have it posted on my socials everywhere. Hollywood.jwl on everything: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, X, YouTube, TikTok. It's all there. It's either Hollywood.jwl or Hollywood_JWL on everything. You'll find it. All right. We're going to hit this next set. I didn't really get back into the peptides yet, so I can start talking more about those here in a moment. But I'm going to hit these triceps before I lose my pump. I'm getting long-winded. We're going to hit some tries. What I do is I do overhead skull crushers. I usually hit these for 8 and 10, 12 reps, somewhere in there. And then once my triceps are burned out, I move it forward, and I do it just like a press, a really close grip press, kind of work the inside of my chest here, keep the chest workout going. Just depends on the day and how burnt out I am. Sometimes I only get another 3 or 4 reps out of it, and sometimes I push for another 10 or 12. So, like I say, I hit chest every 3, 4, 5 days, somewhere in there, just depending on my other lifts and what my schedule looks like and how I'm feeling. I think I hit it 4 days ago, probably, so I'm doing a little better, and I had some decent sleep last night, so I'll probably be okay. We'll probably get a good push out of this, but we'll see. Oh, it's a bumped camera with the weight. I should probably pay attention to that so I don't break my tripod here. I don't know what the best angle for this is going to be. Something like that, probably. It's a good set. Yeah, I'm a little more fresh today. Yeah, sometimes I do that and I move it to the chest and I only can get like 3 or 4 and I'm like, it just depends on the day. And I guess the workouts that you do before it too, how burnt out you are. But that worked out pretty good. Trying to get a little veinage is starting to come out in the shoulders, little striations and stuff. I should be doing shoulders tomorrow, so hopefully get it to look pretty gnarly when I get a good pump up there. But yeah, you can see that a little bit in there. Vascularity starting to come through a bit. So again, for those of you who are just joining, let me get this back here. I'm gonna pull that photo up again of where I used to be. Show you where I was at 308 pounds back in just earlier, less than a year ago here. Bang. There you go. That's what it was. Oh man, it's bouncing all over the fucking place. Hold still. There. Same guy. That's what I used to look like. Pretty wild. Yeah, man. 308.6 pounds. That was me. I cut all that off in like just shy of 9 months. 110 pounds down. So definitely, am I on peptides? Yeah. Well, you asked if I was on any of the good schlocky, I guess. I think you asked for, I think you had asked me if I was on any cycles. So I take TRT. I got that through Game Day Men's Health. I do 140 milligrams a week, which is like 7 cc's or 70 cc's syringe or whatever. So do that once a week. Then that's it. That's it for anabolics. Other than that, I take peptides. To help with the weight loss, I take retatrutide. Started at a very, very small amount, like half a cc, like 500 mils, and titrated that up very slowly to the max dose now. Well, I'm not at max. Some people take more, but I'm at 10 of that now a week. Just take that on Thursdays. Again, not medical advice. This is how I did my thing. Please know that, this isn't necessarily approved. It's experimental at this point or whatever. So I don't want to get in any legal trouble or whatever. In any case, talk to a doctor, get their physician, get their advice to do this stuff. But in addition to retatrutide, I talked a bit earlier. I take that with tesamorelin and ipamorelin with CJC. Those two I take at night. Well, I take before I go to bed. I sleep during the morning, so because I work overnights, but take it before bed. It works with your circadian rhythm. Your body naturally produces human growth hormone while you sleep. So this is going to stimulate that to do it even more. They're both work to signal your pituitary gland to literally produce more human growth hormone. Makes you more insulin sensitive, so you burn carbs easier. Targets visceral fat, so that's why that big belly I had, it was able to help suck that in. It was instrumental in that. I also take MOTS-C, MOTS-C, mitochondria support, produce ATP, give your body more energy, more mental clarity, makes those other things I take work better. It just makes everything work better. You take a multivitamin with MOTS-C, it's going to work better. You take whatever, anything you do, you're going to sleep better, think more clearly. It just literally gives you more energy. Not like an energy drink or caffeine where it's like a buzz and you're out. This is like you don't feel any fucking different. But there's days where I've worked like 16-hour shift, then come and go to the gym. And then I sleep for 3 hours and I go back for another 12-hour shift. Then I go to the gym after that and I'm still feeling fucking fine. Like I should be such an asshole and so out of it and just crazy lethargic and, it's way better. How long took you to transfer what you are now? Just shy of 9 months. I turned 39 in April last year. Month and a half later, I was down, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds, something like that. And I decided, hey, this is going pretty good. Like, I'm just going to dial this in and I'm going to get it fucking crazy. So, I talked this a little bit earlier, so apologize for getting repetitive for anybody, but, I bought a food scale, $50, something like that, right off Amazon. That's super sensitive. Started weighing all my food. I downloaded an app called Lose It. It's a free app. You can pay for upgrades or whatever, but the free one works just fine. Anything that has a label on it, you can essentially just scan the barcode. Boom, it's going to tell you how many calories, how much are carbs, how much are fats, how much are proteins. Breaks it right down for you. You can even take a photo of like a plate of food if it's like homemade food, and it's going to guesstimate, be like, oh, you got like a steak and you got corn on the cob and a pile of mashed potatoes, and it's approximately this amount. And looks like you had a slice of pie over there that looks like apple. It'll just like instantly tell you about how many calories are in each item that's on your plate. It's really fucking cool. Or if it's not programmed in there, you can scan the barcode. You can look at the label and snap a picture of like the food label. And it will automatically say your portions, your calories, all that stuff in there. And it will instantly put it in there. Now anybody else who uses that or scans that label is going to have access to it as well as big community things. So what's nice is you can track your workouts, you can track your weight, you can take photos to do it. And that was instrumental in me being able to actually cut weight, because there's like a lot of weeks when you're going through drastic changes like that where your body just doesn't respond. Again, thank you for the rose. Where the body just doesn't respond. Like you're eating right, you're exercising, but your fucking weight, the scale just plateaus for some reason. And I'll go like 6, 7, 8, 9 days. And sometimes I like go up and weight a pound or two. And a lot of it just has to do with inflammations, cortisol levels. Like I say, due to the lack of sleep that I have and the stress that I have going on during life, and your body doesn't recover, it leads to inflammation. So your body just retains fluid and stuff like that. So although you're technically still burning fat, the scale doesn't reflect it. You have to, man, those are miserable days when you're dealing with that shit. But much better to much better to focus on the mirror, focus on how clothes are fitting, because that scale, man, will get defeating, and man, it's your enemy some days. You know, it's fun, it's great when it's going down consistently. You're like, oh, I got another half pound down today. This is amazing. Then all of a sudden you go and you weigh in, you're like, I'm 3 pounds heavier. Like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, I have not missed a day in the gym, and I have not eaten an extra calorie. I've not cheated at all. Like, that extra glass of water is going to make me weigh 3 more pounds. You know, it's crazy. So anyhow, can be very defeating if you're dedicated and not seeing the progress that you're hoping to see. So just be aware of that. Don't pay too much attention to the scale. If you're doing the right things, you're definitely making the changes. And sometimes it's just lying to you. So that's pretty much it for the peptides. I just got on 2 other peptides today. So I'm on Semilax, I think it's called. They're brand new for me. There's 2 mood ones that I got on. They're supposed to be like produce serotonin and just kind of help you stay more mellow, because I'm been edgy with lack of sleep and all the stress, and now I'm starting my new business on top of all the stuff I'm doing on going on is right now. I'm spread so thin, man, and I just really business on top of all the stuff I'm doing on going on is right now. I'm spread so thin, man, and I just really got my feed. Yeah, maybe it did. I don't know. Anyhow, so my whole goal here is to kick off this coaching business and get some clients, be able to help them build some good relationships, help you lose weight and deal with whatever emotional stressors you got going on, and try to conquer those demons, and hopefully make people happier, not only better, healthier, but happier. You know, have a little bit better outlook on life through working with me. Then if I can do that and earn a couple coins in the process, where I can pull back on my full time, well, double time job hours. It's not even full time. I work twice as much as everyone else does. If I can be home once in a while to see my wife and kids, it'd be great. But me working overnights right now and doing it 7 days a week, I wake up, get ready for work. About the time I'm walking out the door, my wife and kids are just coming in. Kiss her, say hi to them. Out the door I go. I work all night long. About the time I get back, they're getting up to go to school and work. I help them get ready, take my son to school. My daughter drives on her own already. And, that's it. If I get off at 5, I hit the gym. I get ready before I have to go home and bring him to school. So there's some days if I don't get off till 7, I'll be at the gym. I don't see my wife all day. I might see her in passing when I go to work at night. This just isn't fucking sustainable. I make enough money to get by, but barely. We're not fucking living lavish by any means. It's hope and a prayer this XRP kicks off, because that's my plan. I hope it happens. If not, this is just not sustainable to work this much and miss out on all the time that I should be at the holidays and family events and stuff like that. I can't do it forever. So plan is pour everything into a coaching business. Now that I've lost all this weight, I had this transformation, I think I can speak firsthand about what it takes to do this. If you're serious about it and you want to lose weight, I can help you get there. You're going to have days when you're feeling down, and just like any other fucking addiction that's out there, you need someone that's going to be there to support you, a phone call away, give you more direction, and keep you straight when you need it. You can be tightened up, but I know what it takes. Shit is not fucking easy. It's simple. Like, there's simple things that you can do to make all the changes in the world, but the process is hard as fuck. And you got to be hard to get hard. That's what there is to it. Um, if I'm able to work 80 hours a week, have 2 teenage kids, cut 100 fucking pounds in 9 months, you guys have no excuse not to be in the gym and getting fit right now. No one should be fucking sloppy anymore. There's all the opportunity in the world for us to take care of ourselves and get healthy. So uh, people that need the extra kick in the ass, I'm here to do that for you. I'm going to be cheaper than a whole lot of other people. Like I say, I don't think I'm going to get rich. I'm certainly not going to get famous with this mug, but if I get a few people to get interested, I promise you that I'll go out of my way to make sure you're successful. Um, your success is my success is the way it's going to be. You're never going to refer me to someone else where I can get additional business if I'm fucking completely failing. So my whole idea is going to be trying to help you guys out, get better, get happier, live life well. And I hope in turn with that, it's going to allow me to pull back from having to work all these hours, maybe indefinitely. Hopefully I can quit this fucking job eventually. But realistically, I'm just looking for something on the side. If I can make a few hundred extra dollars here or there, that's going to be huge. If that can turn into something where I can do this full time instead of that, hell, man. I'd rather be recording workout footage all damn day long, talking shit with people on the internet and helping people with real personal interactions and let them get better than the stuff I'm doing right now where I got to deal with a boss and a schedule. That's just terrible. So anyhow, so I was saying it earlier, I'm officially licensed now, got my LLC, got my EIN, got my bank account set up. Bank line of credit is pending, waiting for that to go through. I'm working on the technology side for the last couple days. My full website will be set up here in the very near future. I'm working to build all my training documents. I got my very top, very basic first fucking thing thrown together right here. Want to crush your workout goals? DM the word legacy to me. Once this is wrapped up, I'll be sending that out. It's literally just a quick 7-page guide of the most key basic fundamentals that will turn your fucking life around if you do them. Very high level, not detail. It's very easy to understand, you know, really blanket statement type stuff, but it's free. So I just want to judge any interest that's out there right now. If there are people who are interested in this stuff, this is the type of stuff that's going to be out there, high level. Uh, as I introduce additional PDFs with much more detailed information, it's going to come at a cost, right? It's going to be just, but it's not going to be much. You know, I'm not expecting much from PDFs. But then I'll roll that into programs where we have workout programs, diet programs, recovery programs. Roll that all into like a 12-week program that I'm going to be making constant contact with you. We'll have, you know, weekly phone calls, daily text messaging, open line of communication all the time. You suffering from illness or injury or whatever, we can adapt and overcome as needed during that time frame. And then just kind of roll things out from there. My idea is hopefully this starts to pick up some progress. Get some affiliates, you know, with some of the supplements and some of the stuff I take already. Hopefully through my programs, I can help, you know, other people maybe be influenced to take some of the same stuff I do to get to where I'm at. If you do the same things, you could probably have, you know, very similar results and ideally make a couple bucks off that stuff too. I mean, if you're going to be buying protein powders and magnesium supplements to sleep or melatonin or whatever, recovery stuff, infrared sauna beds and, you know, whatever, creatine, if you're going to be purchasing that stuff anyway, if I can throw a code on it, you get a discount and I get a little chunk of it, then that just makes sense to get some affiliates for some brands and stuff that I'm already supporting, whether they know it or not. So I'm hoping this all works out, guys. My plan is to try to make a few $100 over the next month. Hopefully that rolls into maybe $1,000 over the next couple months. And if I can get it to a point to replace my current income, then I'll quit my damn job. So please help me. Way you can help right now, like this, share it with someone, just share it to your feed right now. Cost you nothing. Let's grow this following. And please subscribe so every time that I'm on here ranting away, you guys are notified about it, can come in and join me and shoot the shit with me. But I certainly appreciate it. We're going to get this next set in. I feel like I'm getting longer in between them. It's getting late in the day already. I'm going to hit these triceps. We're going to bang off the rest of these pretty quick because the day's getting long and I got to get going. So we'll hit another thing of skull crushers. We'll probably do a couple overhead sets with the ropes. We'll do some dips and get the hell out of here and finish this thing up. Let's see here. That's probably good. I got heavy. Sweating now. Maybe just turn this camera so you guys see me walk at least, because I'm just gonna try to put this back, and instead of trying to carry that camera with me, that ain't gonna work. At least you can see me kind of moving away, not just staring off at the space. This is why I said it'd take a second to be off camera earlier, because it's clear the fuck over here. There we go. That's good for some skull crushers. Now we'll go get some overheads on here. I should probably spray off this bench here quick. I need to extend these legs on this tripod again too. Just give me a second. I'm just going to grab a spray bottle quick. Still got a rag over here. We'll turn this off. Round again. Yonder, that works. Again, take care of your gym equipment, folks. Even if your stuff is old, like the gym I go to, maybe it's not well kept. You just don't want to leave your yuck behind for someone else and getting sick or dealing with your nasty. Take the time to wipe stuff off. Takes just a moment. You certainly appreciate if they do it for you. I hate that shit when I see people get up and not wipe their shit down. It's fucking disgusting. I just unplugged my phone again. Manipulating the camera. Apologize. I have to slide this back in here if I can, or we're gonna die. There we go. We're charging. All right. This is not the rope I like. We might have to make do. I don't know if the other one's getting used or not. This black one's chewed up, but it's a little older. And it's a little shorter than the one I like. I got long arms. Probably gonna unplug this thing again so I can walk for a second. There we go. I'll leave that there. Okay, let's see if I can find the longer rope if no one else is using it. I see it. Another set of cable machines over here. This lighter rope is a couple inches longer. It makes a big difference for me, comfort-wise. Either of them work, but it's just preference for mine. After being here long enough, you tried all this stuff so many different times, you're like, kind of get into a routine of what you like. And if someone else is using it, it's not the end of the world to use the other one, but if it's free, why not use the one you like? All right, this thing plug back in here. Decent. This drives me nuts though. This thing is always tied in a knot again. It's like you want to use the shorter one. It's right there. It's on the floor. Why do we have to tie this knot in here? I like that extra inch. There. Okay. The extra little bit of length helps me, my long arms, trying to do this stuff. So these pretty damn heavy. Like 3/4 of the plates that are down there. An idea is, it's probably going to look really fucking funny if I do these like this, but maybe it's better to set this off to the side a little bit, not do it right at the camera. We'll do the first set just right at you. We'll see what that looks like. And if it looks fucking ridiculous, then I'll set it off to the side. All right. These are pretty self-explanatory. I just keep my hands up high, my elbows high, and stretch these out and try to spread my arms wide, my hands wide. As you see, as the longer this goes on, they'll probably get more narrow as the reps go on. So I try to keep them like shoulder width apart as I pull, but I'll start cheating on it as I start to burn out. The camera's at a goofy angle too. I had it set up because I'm standing and I'm a little taller than it is. But for those, I come in lower, so I should probably angle it down a little bit when I'm doing it. Probably look a lot better. But it didn't look terrible. Probably could look better though. I think if I kick this off, maybe, like I say, I'm going to run through these sets a bit faster, folks. So I'm running short on time. I didn't realize how late it was getting with me rambling as much as I am today. So again, appreciate everybody for sticking around. Everyone that is giving flowers, liked these posts, shared them especially. If you're subscribing, you guys rock. Like I say, I'm going to be here every day regardless. I'm going to be dieting, keep trying to cut this weight down. My goal was abs by 40. So I was 308 pounds, 308.6. That was fasted, butt naked, weighed in on a scale on May 21st of last year. 308.6 on May 21st. I'm down to 197 pounds. I went from a 3XL shirt. I wear mediums now. Large is probably right, but mediums make or fucking muscle shirts, and so I like to squeeze into those because I look fucking jacked in them. Yeah, 3XL to a medium. Pant size, I don't know how many fucking sizes pants I went down. I had my first weight belt that I had. Where do I find a little photo on here? Maybe I'll look as I'm talking. My first weight belt that I had was like a Velcro one. They didn't even make a leather one that was that big, I don't fucking think. This only lets me go back so far in my photos. Anyhow, I wonder if I have something that shows. So I do some before and afters. I wonder what happens if a video, if I pull it up. Let's just check this out once. All right. So here's a good reference. So this is my belly sticking out. Right around that time, 308 pounds. This is in the same gym. This is the bathroom here in this gym. So you can see what it looked like there. I got some progress photos. I wonder if I can just bang, so a little bit skinnier. There's a date on there right there. I can hold it still. June 28th of last year. There's my Velcro belt I was talking about too. Perfect. You can see that same shirt in both of these photos. You see my belly sticking out and everything. There, July. So we go from that. There's June. There's July. You can see me cut a significant amount of weight. Bang. This is pretty recent with that exact same shirt on. So that's the proof of the timeline right there. Those are actually dated at the top here. So this one don't have a date on it. I must have screenshot that for another reel I was doing. But yeah, look at that shit. Belly sticking out and just gut and a blimp. And you go from that with that same shirt on. June, still huge, but getting there. A month later, significantly less. And bang, this is pretty recent. So I'm telling you guys, if I can fucking do it, you can absolutely do it. Let's no more excuses. Let's fucking get after it. Start with this. Go ahead, DM me Legacy. I'll send out my quick guide to you. This is going to be a good start for everybody. Start implementing the key things that I have in there. You're going to be a lot healthier, a lot happier, and be able to get this thing moving. Oh man, that thing's going to be popping up endlessly now, isn't it? Effects. There we go. Fixed. But yeah, you can see how big I was and where I'm at now. By April 16th, my goal was abs by 40. Maybe before I end here, I'll show you what I'm working with. No, it's not the greatest, but it's a hell of a lot better than I was. I'm proud of it. Someone else, I'm not going to be a swimsuit model anytime soon with my fucking extra skin I got sagging, but it's a hell of a lot better than I was. I'm very proud. And I kind of feel like I've accomplished my goal now that I got some definition in my midsection compared to where I was at. So I'm happy with it, but I got till April 16th till I turned 40. So I'm like, fucking, let's push this thing and see how fucking tight I can get, you know? So still on a calorie deficit, still working out every day, plan to do this for the rest of my life and hopefully get some other people to come along the ride with me and earn a couple dollars in the process. All right, I'm going to do this from the side here. I think it'll probably look better. Maybe I should back this up. Yeah, I just don't know. There's like a machine right here in the way and I don't want to negate someone else from being able to use it, but if I do that too close, I'm going to be out of frame the whole time. This is probably a little better. I think so. Is that good? Yeah, okay. Good enough. Good little burn there. We're going to cut a set off of those or two. We're just going to get in these dips here fast. My clock is ticking. We could probably lower this whole thing down. So we're going to lower this damn tripod again. Sorry, I keep manipulating the camera, folks. I wish there's a better way, but sometimes when I'm sitting down, I want it to be shorter. So when you're not like staring at the ceiling, when I'm standing up, it makes sense for it to be taller, you know, and angle this down a bit. Something like that makes sense, I think. Beautiful. With these, I can go pretty damn heavy too. Bench is a little high for me. How's that? We'll see. So I go full weight on these as well, all the way to the bottom. Hit that over for the next 5 pounds. All right. And my hat looking all goofy. Fix this thing before it falls off my head. There we go. All right. Let's go. That'll do. Get the bandage out. As you know, you're pumped. A tattoo arm doesn't show it as well. The other one does. You can see all the little striations and stuff in there. I like that. All right. Camera, battery. Sorry, batteries wanting to slip again. There we go. I had a wire that plugged in the bottom of my phone to charge. I realized really quick, like that's how I plug my microphone in. So no go on that. So I bought one of those magnetic ones for the back, and this fits well enough where I can slide it in behind the phone and still have it crimped in the tripod here. So it works out pretty sweet. And try to let these things get some blood back in them, or out of them maybe. They're pumped. We're gonna hit one more set of these and we'll call it good for triceps today. I like to hit 3 or 4 sets of all these things, but I've been doing a lot more talking than pumping, so time's of the essence. Got a lot of shit I got to get done yet. My kid's gonna be out of school in 2 hours. I got 5 hours of shit to do. So, oh man. All right. Pump through this for our last little set here, folks. Oh, it's getting heavy. Beautiful. All right. I'll wipe that down in a second. We're going to go sit over here and grab a protein bar. I don't think I brought a shake in with me. Maybe I did. For sure got some out in my truck, so we're good either way. But I don't know if I threw it in my bag or not. No. Yep. All right. So do a shameless plug of these. Not affiliated, not sponsored. Just brands that I fuck with. So cheap as shit. These Caramel Premier Proteins. Only 160 calories for 30 grams of protein. Fucking beautiful. I love these damn things. I'm gonna pound it right now. Get the fucking straight to the muscles. That was great. It's fucking empty. Oh, besides a little splash there. Now it's empty. Look, now I got a mop too. Fucking stupidity for the camera. That's what you get. The other thing is these fucking built protein bars, built puffs. They taste too good. I call them guilt puffs because I can't stop fucking eating them. You're a fat guy like I am. Well, I'm not fat anymore, but like inside, that guy's still in there. When you're eating just, boneless, skinless chicken breasts and egg whites and fucking cottage cheese and nothing but protein shakes and bars all the time, like everything tastes, pretty bland. Until you discover these damn things. They're dangerous. Like they're good. They're great macros. These are 117. This has got 17 grams of protein for only 140 calories. Good rule of thumb, if you want to follow it, for every 100 calories that I take in, I like to have 10 grams of protein. That's a good balance. So if I have 2,000 grams or 2,000 calories, I have 200 grams of protein. That's pretty good. If you take some protein supplements like the shake, that's like 2 to 1. Like that's way better. If you do that a couple times, you can stay underneath 1,800 calories and still have 200 grams of protein. So that's where the balance comes in. A couple shakes. Everything else is balanced. 100 to 10 or 10 to 1 or whatever you want to put in there for the ratios. Then you add a couple shakes in with that extra balance. 1,800 calories, 200 grams of protein, non-problem. These are meeting that. They're beating that. This is 17 grams of protein for 140 calories. But the thing is, it tastes so fucking good. It's really hard to stay underneath 1,800 calories because I want to eat like 5 of these fucking things. So, Bill Puff, you knocked it out of the park. All the different flavors, I'm all in on them. I don't know how much money I spent on these. I got them in my gym bag. I got them in my fucking work bag. Got them in my fucking cubby in my back of my vehicle. I got them in my fucking house. I spend a lot of money on these and keep them staged everywhere because if I'm hungry, I can grab one. But the problem is I grab 2, sometimes 3. So got to be careful. But no, they rock. I always try to prompt protein right after my workout. A lot of studies out there say you got like 30 minutes, 90 minutes, per 6 hours, whatever. I figure the more pumped you are, the quicker you get it in, the better you're going to use it. So I just try to I'll pound a protein shake and eat a bar right here. That's pretty much it, folks. I'm going to talk my mouthful here. That's it. It's a good chest tries workout. Could have went a little longer, a little harder, but with all the ranting in between, I don't know how many hours we've been rolling already, but I got shit I got to do. So please know how grateful I am for those of you who tuned in. Appreciate every moment that you're here. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the gifts, the subscribes. This thing is not going to build without you interacting. I can be in here all day long, talking my shit, lifting these weights. It means nothing if you guys aren't engaged. So for those of you who have been engaging, appreciate every moment of it. Please consider sharing this, liking it, subscribing to my channel so you can tune in for the next one. I'm going to try to be in here every single day, getting it on, getting it done, and getting after it. I'm going to wrap this up just like this, guys. A lot of people out there are all going through hard fucking times right now. Everyone's got some demons we're battling. Everyone's got their own story. Homework for you after every one of these episodes is to go out there and make someone else smile. Compliment someone. Oh, man, you look great today, or, whatever it is. Get out there, compliment, hold the door for somebody, pick up a piece of trash, make the world a little better place. Let's do it. If all of us do a little bit of something all the fucking time, we can turn this damn thing around. The world's not as bad as the news is telling you it is. Go out there and make someone smile. Let's make it a better place. With that, I'm signing off.